it's now time for us to delve into some local affairs. It's a home match. and I'm so happy to have in studio David Kwekusechi. And he's going to help us delve into what we to expect, as part of our Heritage Month, all of the things happening in the communities. David, good morning and welcome.
Hi, Jude, how are you?
Yeah, I was saying off record that I like the kaftan.
Yeah.
I like the color.
Yeah.
It's all plugging me.
I hear you.
Amazing. The caravan is coming back tonight,
yes,
right?
Tonight. They get back tonight. Yeah, they've done 14 regions. It's been, for those of you who are following on social media, it's been really, really fantastic. High energy. There seemed to be something extra special about the 10th anniversary that seems to have a lot of vibrancy and high energy beyond what we know. We know it's going to be exciting, but this one, it seems extra. And all the buses are involved, and there's been a lot of excitement, a lot of heat on all the buses. It used to be the case where there was a whole story made about bus one. They say in and it's like when everybody's having fun, they are on the quiet.
Yeah,
and,
they are watching
they are
history lessons
and they are reading and they are resting and everything else. But it hasn't been like that at all. Yeah. You should see the heat and the fire on bus one, with Tajuddin leading the charge over there. God. So it's been very exciting.
Amazing. So do you know the time they touch down tonight?
I would estimate around about 6-ish. I don't know for sure, but if I look at the past experiences that we've had, usually by 6-ish.
And do we know if they are touching down on any place before today, like before they come back today?
I know that they're in the central region at the moment, and so they're western region into central region, and then they come.
Amazing.
They come down.
David, so as part of the Heritage Month, month-long programming we have here, there's also the Back to Your Village Food Festival. I don't know. I don't even know where to start, right? We've been doing this for about 6 years?
Yes, about six years, yes.
How different will this year's experience be?
Okay, so it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better. Now, let me break it down. So for those who have never heard about the food festival, we didn't start off as a festival. We started off as a food bazaar, okay, with the focus being on food, and the fact that we are what we eat, right? You've heard that statement, you are what you eat, right? And in many ways, that's true. So the kind of palette we have is very much related to our heritage, and what it is that our ancestors have handed over to us over the years. And it's diverse. So if you go to the northern part of Ghana, for example, we see wake, which we say, generally speaking, it's come to be accepted as wache, but the original pronunciation I understand is wake, and it's become a nationwide meal, something that is eaten across the nation. Everybody eats it, but it originated from the northern parts of Ghana, right? There are other foods, like Tubani, for example, from the north again, which haven't had such a nationwide success, but Wache did, you see. So you see meals all across the country. Look, some of the best kinke I've ever eaten? Guess which town I ate it in?
Don't tell me the north.
Yes, in Tamale.
I don't want to believe
in Tamale. Look at me on TV. I don't even know why I'm on TV doing this.
And the fact that you have a microphone, right next to you,
I was immersed.
Amazing.
So we transitioned from the bazaar to a festival because we realized that heritage and food doesn't go alone. Food never sits alone. Look, which chop bar have you been to that there's no music?
Think about it.
Yeah, think about it.
Even like the restaurants, you have like some.
There's always some music
jazz,
in the background, and there's a way it gives you, In fact, there's a science that I read, some literature I read quite a while ago, where it says that during lunch hour, in fast food restaurants, they speed up the music. Because when people hear fast music, they eat quicker. Yes. So there's a science to it as well. And that during the between breakfast and lunch, if they are serving food, they slow down because the traffic is already slow. So they slow down the music so that whoever walks in takes their time so that there's people in the space, you know, and then when it's getting to lunchtime and the numbers start to increase, they change the pace of the music because the faster the music, the quicker you eat. You
That's
know.
serious.
Yeah. So there's a science to the whole thing. So music and food go hand in hand. So there'll be a lot of music, there'll be a lot of food. But what's different this year that we haven't experienced before is the sheer size of the space. This space we are going to this year, if for Sutherland Children's Park, is, if I was to hazard a guess, maybe 3 times the size of the previous location. Yeah, maybe 3 times the size.
Wow.
And it's like we don't even get to use the entire space.
So there's much more space for everyone.
Room for other
so
things
vendors will have enough space to prepare their meals.
Car parking space, vendor spaces, you know, places to prepare the food, bring it to where you're serving, places for each vendor's guests, you know, to be seated comfortably and eat the meal under your, you know, your canopy. All of that, there's going to be a lot of room. But yes, the biggest difference from previous years is the sheer size of the space, which will allow 2 things. Allow a lot more vendors to be part of this event and allow still, even though there are more vendors, it will still allow for a lot more comfort in terms of people moving around as well. Yeah.
Also, this year is guaranteed I'll have a lot more vendors.
Oh yes, we'll have more vendors. No, but you see, one of the things that limited us at our old venue was space. Beyond a certain space, you can't take in more people. You know, like physically, it's not possible. Yeah, without messing up the experience. You know, so yes, we'll definitely have more vendors.
Wow. Let's come to the issue around how we, you know, break it up. So in the past, I've seen like you have a northern village, you have a southern village, you have a
Akan
village, and all of that. Are we to expect that again this year?
So it's a similar rollout that we're going to have. So what's happening is this. Now, the northern village takes care of all the different groupings, ethnic groupings in the northern part of Ghana, and the meals that they traditionally have. Okay, so the tuozafi, which you can see being prepared in the back there, you know, the tubani, the wache, all the different kinds of, you know, things, and everything it comes with, you know. So if it's a confirm, whatever it is, shea oil for the tubani, it's all going to come part of the northern, you know. And you remember that in the north we have several ethnic groups, so it's not everybody doesn't eat the same thing, you know, and so they'll all be represented. Then we have the middle belt of Ghana, which is largely an Akan region, you know, the middle belt. So that's Bono, Ahafo, Ashanti, Achem, you know, so it's that whole grouping. And of course, Ekwapim as well, which is further south, but it's all part of it, you know. So that's the Akan belt. And then we have
maybe parts of Western?
Yes, definitely part of Western will be part of the Akan as well. But then we come to the south. Now the southern village is made up of the Ga and Ewe groups, you know, ethnic groups. So that's what we have. So for the purposes of the festival, we have these 3 general bands of ethnic groupings that we've created, you know, so that you can enjoy the meals. You know that if I want this particular kind of food, I need to go to this village and I'm likely to find it there, you know. But there's basically no food you can imagine to think of that you used to enjoy as a child that you will come to the festival that you will not find.
Amazing. It sounds exciting. Are we still calling for vendors, or
yes. So there are some, you know, because of the way we structure it, there will be snacks, there'll be drinks, then there'll be the main meals as well, right? Some of the slots are already, you know, taken up, but there are still a few slots left for vendors who are very interested. So you should please call, okay, 0205-973-973. Please call the number, and someone will help you to get registered, depending on what it is you're bringing. If we have too many of one thing, of course they will tell you that it's already those slots are full, you know. But yes, people should call.
For the uninitiated, right, and as big as this has been for the past couple of years, there may be some people who are still living under rocks, right? And then we have not.
There's always people living under rocks.
You know, come into contact with it.
Yeah.
What will you say is the wow factor, right? How is this different from walking into maybe the Bush Canteen at Legon?
Yeah.
Or some random place?
Yeah. Well, the first thing is variety. That's the first thing in terms of food. The greatest variety I've experienced at any chop bar experience will maybe be about 8 to 10 different dishes. This one you have literally in excess of 50, 60 different dishes, easily, 50, 60 different dishes, where you put all the different villages together. I mean, look at even just this one that is showing on the screen at the moment. Look at the variety, and this is just one stand by one vendor. You know, the options that you have. If it's fish, there are 20 different types of fish being displayed. You know, some are grilled, some are fried, and they're different species. It's variety is one of the biggest differences between this and any other culinary experience you have ever had. That's one, okay? Number two is the opportunity to enjoy this over a festive environment. So there's music, there's dance, there's performances. We will have our favorite bands, you know, right there doing their thing. I mean, in times past, we've had, let me mention some of the names. We've had Inchinchim, we've had Adaha, we've had Jajeloy, we've had Kwampa, we've had different bands have been. Adaha dance band has been part of it before.
There's even like the Gan, was it the Wulome?
Yes, Jajeloy has been, Wulome has also been, you know. So it's been amazing, and this year promises to even be bigger,
much better.
And better.
Amazing. So this is cooked meals.
Yes, cooked meals.
Not packaged foods.
Not packaged foods. Yes, so that's a very important distinction. It's cooked meals. So as you can see on your screen, we are not showing you any packaged foods.
How about local snacks?
Yes, so there'll be local snacks. Now, the local snacks, of course, a lot of them, you may find that some of the snacks are packaged and the rest, but a lot of them will be served up in a way that you can easily have access to.
Amazing.
To enjoy them. And
so
them.
There'll be opportunities for patrons to eat over there, as in eating.
Yes, sit down and eat. Buy the food, sit and eat.
And there's also takeaway.
Eat with the family. We eat with the family, and there's also takeaway. Remember that shot that you saw me eating my food?
Yeah.
All around me were families.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember when I entered there were different families seated around me, and they were all eating. You know.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sure there'll be like drinks as well.
Yes, a lot of drinks.
Local drinks.
Local drinks.
So the Pito,
Sobolo, Lamujin. You see behind me there's different families sitting there. See, right next to me, you see a little kid with a mother, and then there's a person, older person.
Enter the tin.
No, you see,
give chance.
You see, it's a festival. You for enter. Oh man!
You're eating the food with sleek finesse. Actually, no, it's more there. You made me want to eat food this morning.
Yeah, no.
Wow, fantastic.
Me cry. I don't be crying.
No, it's more there. It's more there.
So no, it will be an amazing experience. You need
local drinks, local snacks.
Yes.
Local food.
Yes.
You know, everything that uniquely makes us Ghanaian.
Absolutely.
In terms of like our culinary
experience. So you see, one company, for example, brought spices, and these are spices that are part of what they produce. You know, so they make these take home, ready to ready to use spices that are done. If you're spicing your chicken or you're spicing beef or whatever, they already have it packaged. But they wanted to also showcase how they got to that stage.
Amazing.
So where it came from, you know, and all that. So yeah.
Do you know our sponsors? And are we open for more?
We are open for all kinds of sponsors to come on board. Partnerships, arrangements, the same number you can call. People should call and get on with the program, because you know the thing is that because it's so intense, a lot of people have jumped on the caravan first. And I think caravan this year we have up to 11 or 12 sponsors. It was mind-blowing. Then the entirety of Heritage Month, in terms of the on-air series, we also have a different set of sponsors as well. For the on-air series alone, we have about 4 or 5 sponsors for that, you know. So this, I'm sure, you know, Caravan arrives tonight.
Yeah.
Sponsorship for
Caravan.
the Heritage Caravan ends tonight.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, you know we give our sponsors a lot of mileage. So
way too much mileage. Way too much
you know,
mileage.
But you can expect to see very soon, within the next week or so, a whole, you know, slew of sponsors jumping on board the festival as well. Yeah.
Amazing. David, what will you say your final words? What will your final words be in regards
It's like I always say. It's like I always say. To the vendors, don't lose guard. Let this be the opportunity that you've been looking for, that you take. Okay, it's on the 28th and 29th of March. It's at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. It's an opportunity to showcase. I mean, you have a new business. You've been doing this for maybe 6 months. You want eyeballs? Trust me, you'll get eyeballs. Okay, this is one of those events you're going to get massive eyeballs. Okay,
because there's so like tens of thousands, right?
Yes, who are passing through,
coming, going.
Yes,
2 days.
It's heavy,
and
heavy
it's always,
traffic.
The whole of this week, I've seen previous editions of it on our screens.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the sponsors on board.
Yeah.
So it's big.
And sponsors actually believe in the brand. You know, they actually know they get mileage for it. So
the value
I have no qualms at all about the kind of numbers you're going to see very soon. You know, once the caravan lands, you know, the kind of sponsorship that's going to come on the festival. Because mind you, it's still the last 2 days of the month.
Yeah.
You know, so we have 3 weeks to go, really. You know, so yes, so that's that. Then for the patrons, okay, it's a family experience. Come, bring the whole family. Don't come alone and buy food for them and take to home. No, bring them along. Help them, let them get in touch with their Ghanaianness, you know, in terms of the food, in terms of how the food is experienced in its authentic environment. Okay, people will be seated, people will be eating and enjoying, and there'll be music, and people will be dancing, and people will grab, will be, you know, having a snack while they're on the dance floor, you know, and all of that. Let them come and immerse themselves in this experience, right? There'll be a kids' corner for kids, so that if the kids at a certain point are feeling sluggish and slow, you want them to go and have fun on the bouncy castle, there'll be people who will be supervising that as well, you know. So it's a full-on family experience, as most of our events anyway, you know. And so yes, so that's what to expect. Bring them on, bring the whole family. Don't come alone. Come with an empty stomach, a full pocket, and packing bowls to make sure that you have enough extra food beyond what you eat at the festival for at least 2 weeks.
Amazing. David, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for telling us what to expect.
Thank you.
I'm already pumped up for this, and I really can't wait. I really can't wait. Grateful as always, David Kwekusechi. And on that note, we'll take a quick break. Of course, we'll be talking about this all through the week, just so to whet your appetite and also to remind you so you don't forget, right? We'll take a quick break.